Chertsey in Surrey, and number 5 seed, Dantomkia.
Series semi-finalists in the 6 wars.
Okay, Dantomkia, what have you done to this robot that is better than last year? What modifications?
We've cured all the original design problems in the system. We have retained link, new batteries, the crystal won't come out any longer, and we've re-armoured a complete front end. So we hopefully defend against spinners, but these panels across the front of the robot.
That is, I just want to tell you, that is rock hard.
That is seriously hard.
Nothing's going to go through that, surely.
No, we hope not.
Has a high-powered CO2 flipper and full-body spinner capability, strong, reliable, is the quickest in this battle with 20-mile-an-hour top speeds. But is the driver a wee bit nervy?
Roboteers, stand by.
The team's King Bee Powerworks on the left-hand side. Simon Harrison, the captain, Hassocks Hog 2, Noel Poncelet and his kids. And there on the left, Dantomkia, Michael Lambert, the captain, and Rick. There's Mr. Psycho for the house robots. And Growler.
3, 2, 1.
And this for a place, don't forget, in the heat second round. 2 robots go through. Dantomkia, I think, is the most impressive we've had so far in this series, and Hassocks Hog 2 obviously agrees, because that was a mighty shove from Dantomkia in underneath at speed. The stabilising ears, yeah right, had no effect, and the Hog is overturned. Dantomkia with a little push here as well, on the back of Rick, and we have roast pork again, and we have a little flick for Rick, and teetering and tottering, and down it came again. But already, Dantomkia, worthy seeds it would seem, and on the trail of Rick once more. We know the Hog has gone. It didn't last the whole Hog, did it? Now Dantomkia is trying to rough up King Bee Powerworks. Counted down and out, Hassocks Hog 2. Yeah, suey, suey, suey. Giving it a right old chewy, chewy, chewy. And so too, King Bee Powerworks. Dantomkia is roughing them all up. This is a very, very good overall display from the seated robot. Plenty of power and thrust, control, good weaponry. King Bee isn't a bad machine either. Was a semi-finalist way back in Robot Wars 2. Oh, a clutch from Mr. Psycho. It's a case now, of course, you see, for Dantomkia to cause as much damage for later on in this programme. Look good, the Hog. Great design. But the comic capers end in tears. And the crowd want merciless punishment. Oh, here, you got a few problems. Go on, Psycho, go on, go on. Psycho thinking about getting up to full speed, top speed. It's taken a couple of days to make that decision. Back he goes, Dantomkia meanwhile. That was speedy. Ah, Dantomkia got overturned, but look how swiftly it's self-righted. But they switched off there momentarily in concentration. Back to the sty. Young Hassocks Hog. The pit release activated. Oh, Rick slammed. Dantomkia and King Bee together, almost like a tag team on poor old Rick. Oh, a slam. That is so heavy. Look at the damage caused to Rick. Has to go to the judges though. We know Hassocks Hog 2 went out. Rick, I think, will be the other decision from the judges to be excluded because Dantomkia and King Bee Powerworks look too strong.
The judges have been making up their minds, and not very well. We've got a split decision. Yes, the judges, in their infinite wisdom, have gone for Dantomkia and King Bee.
Well done. You're through Dantomkia. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, pretty good. We worked hard. It's a very slippery fight out there. Worked hard, and it went well.
You did get a bit of a battering from Psycho, though, didn't you?
Yeah, he got us right in the middle, right on the flipper arm. He bent it up a treat, actually. We were surprised it still works, but fortunately it did, yeah.
Do you want to know who you're up against?
Oh, yes, please.
Scorpion.
It's better for two spinners.
Is that a problem for you, do you think?
It could either be very painful or very quick. But they have a good driver, it's a good machine, it's an awesome weapon at the back. But they've got three sides that we can attack. We'll have to see what happens.
So what about your tactics?
Straight down their throats, as fast as we can across the arena, take them from the front to the sides, clear their disc, and we'll just see what happens.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely no prisoners in this match, is there?
No, not at all.
There's only one robot coming out alive, and you're hoping it's going to be Dantomkia.
Not hoping, it should be.
Dantomkia.
Named after Michael Lambert's kids, Dan. He's in there. Tom and Kia. Stephen Gadsby's in the booth with them, by the way.
Scorpion.
Jeff Smith, John and Sarah Bell, and Scorpion.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we have Shunt with the blade and the axe, and Sergeant Bash with the pincers and the flame.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And we have a place waiting in the heat final. The winners here. Straight onto the side of Dantomkia. Very strong armament, though, Dantomkia has. And good pace and good power. And Scorpion upended. Momentarily, the blade has stopped spinning. And Scorpion, very nearly, had stopped having any interest in the 20 grand top prize. They were almost out of the arena. Dantomkia has them very, very nearly beaten. Scorpion almost sort of wedged in there. You can see the spinning blade rotating. One thing they're trying to do is get traction on the arena side wall to bump them down. Shunt inadvertently has done so. Dantomkia now a little bit more cagey, a bit conservative in the approach. Good driving by Michael Lambert there. Shoving Scorpion again. Scorpion slightly the heavier, 1 kilo in it, 97 kilos to 96. What can Scorpion do? Jeff Smith, their captain and electrical specialist, by John Bell driving. Dantomkia in underneath. Only a 10mm ground clearance from Scorpion, but it was enough for those front prongs of Dantomkia. But Scorpion has come back into it now. Dantomkia can lift and hoist. Scorpion can't get the blade to work effectively in the CPZ. Shunt can get the axe to cleave away those exposed tyres now, can it? They're out! Scorpion gone!
Cease.
Very steady work from Dantomkia, ended with that. But it all built up to the moment with steady, steady progress. Couldn't get the spinner to work effectively, could they, Scorpion? Shame. But they did manage just to cause, I think, yeah, there, look, a couple of little bits of damage on Dantomkia.
Explosive battle. Dantomkia, they go marching on.
Well, Dantomkia. It's named after the kids.
Yeah.
They must be proud.
They're very proud.
Yeah. You were best newcomer last time. I mean, you were newcomers. Now you're like old hands, fifth seeds.
It's a very big hat to wear. It's got to defend it now.
Well, you've just got rid of one.
Yeah.
Do you think you can go all the way and get rid of them all?
We've got a machine to do it this year. It's down to me now. I'll be half the machine.
Well, good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, go hell for leather for Dantomkia.
But you have a problem with the machine, I believe.
Yeah, we underestimated the power of their disc. We sustained a lot of body damage, but something's shaken loose inside. And the main pressure gas valve, which fires the weapon up, doesn't seem to be opening. Now, the only way to test that is to put a compressed gas bottle in and physically fire the weapon in the gas cage to make it nice and safe, but we had to test the system.
So how did that happen? Why has it gone wrong?
We don't know. It's a brand new valve. It could be something, manufacturing defect or something, but they had to be unmodified. But if it is faulty, we'll take it off, strip it down, clean it, reassemble it and retest it. It just takes time that we don't have.
This is the Grand Heat C final and the tension is absolutely unbearable. Dantomkia, how are you feeling nerves-wise?
Very nervous, as normal, but the nerves will go when the robot starts working.
Now, have you fixed your valve?
Oh, yes.
It's fixed? You tested it?
Yep, it's good as new.
Tell me a little bit about your flipper. How powerful is it, and can it lift that robot?
It can go from close to open in less than 25th of a second, with 2 tons of force at this point. 100 kilo robot against 2 tons, yeah, they'll fly.
Dantomkia.
Huge sigh of relief that they're through and fit Michael, Daniel and Stephen.
IG-88.
They're going to give them a real fight here. Paul, Anton and Philip.
Roboteers, stand by.
We'll help them on their way with Shunt in the arena for the house robots. And Dead Metal too.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Dantomkia trying to dodge that flailing axe of IG-88. Oh, it's all over! They dodged it, they thrust it, they squeezed it, they flipped it.
Cease.
They've won it. Dantomkia, heat winners, number 5 seeds. I'll tell you something, they could go all the way. That was the most impressive thing we've seen so far in this series. IG-88, very good machine. But Dantomkia got in underneath the ground clearance, whack. And out they went. Splat. Out they go.
Well, blink and you would have missed it. It was like the boxing equivalent of getting knocked out with the first punch. IG-88, they might be spinning, but they're certainly not winning. Dantomkia, they go through to the series semi-final. It's looking good.
Working very hard at it.
11 seconds.
Sorry, it's a bit slow.
I said to you how before the fight, how you're thinking of preparing, so you were just going to go straight for him. And that's what you did.
They surprised me when they turned. It would have been quick if they hadn't.
I think that's the quickest you've ever got rid of a robot in Robot Wars, surely 11 seconds.
Yeah, I think I did 15 seconds at extreme. Yeah. I took iron ore out pretty quick.
The standard of the robot, do you think it's improved? I mean, I know you're relatively new to the sport yourselves, but since you've been taking part, do you think it's improved?
It's improved greatly. It's a shock. Last year there was a lot of good robots. This year it's phenomenal robots.
From Chertsey in Surrey and number 5 seed Dantomkia.
Seeded after reaching the semi-finals of the last Wars as well.
What is the feeling like when it gets down to this stage in the pits between all the roboteers? Does it start to get sort of, you look at each other's machines, sizing each other up, or is it still a friendly atmosphere?
It's a very friendly atmosphere. We make sure each other's machines are in tip-top condition so that when we fire them, beat them, hopefully, we have beaten the best that they can produce, which is a much better feeling.
Right, now you are up against the bad boys of the 7th Wars, that's what I've been calling them. They're very naughty, they've had a yellow card, and they've flipped millions of house robots. Yeah. But I believe their machine is taken from your design. Yeah, my pneumatic system, which was rather unique 2 years ago, it was copied by the Dutch a while back. We went to Holland to have a robot rumble out there, and they stripped our machines apart to find out how we did things. And, well, we helped them, and there's no problem at all. Camaraderie, you've got to beat the best to be the best.
What on earth does that all mean? Has a high-powered CO2 flipper with full body spinner capability, very reliable, and at 20 miles an hour is twice as fast as gravity.
Roboteers
The masters, the Lamberts, Michael and Daniel and Stephen Gadsby of Dantomkia. The apprentices who learnt from them, WJ Dijkstra, Alex and Jeroen and Gravity. And Shunt. And Sergeant Bash. The house robots on patrol.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
On cue, the second battle in this, the first semi-finals. Dantomkia! Over and out! Simple as that!
Cease.
How quick was that done? That stunned even them. They can't believe it. Let's see how long it took. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cease called on 6 seconds. I make it. Have to be confirmed. Has to be one of the fastest ever. What power there. Gravity. Dantomkia. High hopes. Tossed even higher. And then the mighty four.
That has got to be a new Robot Wars record all over in 6 seconds. Dantomkia cannot defy gravity. Gravity go marching on. The wife's here.
Yeah, she's annoyed.
Can't be good in front of the wife. All those hours spent in the shed. 6 seconds.
It was quick, wasn't it?
So you were going in for a flip first, I suppose. It was just like, who got the first flip won the battle. Is that the way it worked out?
Yeah, I was trying to come round to the side and get around because I can outdrive them, stupid. And they turned on me and I had to go wider and wider and wider to get around them, and it didn't work.
Oh, back to the drawing board or what?
No, learn to drive a bit better.
Learn to drive a bit better.
Yeah.
Listen, guys. What can I say? Commiserations.
Thank you.
A brilliant team, a brilliant robot. The kids should still be proud, and the missus. Let's hear it for Dantomkia!
Well, you got rid.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Sharp. From Chertsey in Surrey, Dantomkia
has reached 2 UK Series semi-finals in a row now.
Right, what are you going to do out there?
Try and pick up where we left off from the last time, where we got thrown out in our last fight in the actual main programme. It was a little bit embarrassing, so now we're going to show them who's boss.
Mike, you are the driver.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest threat?
Behemoth, or well, I've actually got a grudge against King B at the moment. So
You got a grudge against them?
yeah, they put some spikes through me. They did, and I wasn't impressed. So
you're going to go after them first?
oh yeah.
We love grudges and enmity, and Ferocity has a high-powered CO2 flipper. It's the quickest in this battle with 20 mile an hour top speeds. I actually think the driver's nerves are going now. He looks confident to me.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the team's end, Behemoth, Anthony Pritchard and Kane Aston there on the left, King B Powerworks on the right, Simon and Grant and Pussycat on the left-hand side, Stuart, Amanda and Dantomkia on the right, Michael, Daniel and Stephen. There's Matilda in the arena for the house robots. And there's Sir Killalot 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And off we go with the second of the All-Star Championships, first round heats. Please don't take on the house robots again. I don't think we can stand it. Behemoth under pressure from Dantomkia. I think the ground clearance here could be key. Pussycat is vulnerable. Behemoth has the front scoop to prevent anyone getting in from that angle. Dantomkia trying to prise away under the side, you see there, and lift Behemoth's 100 kilos out! And that's exactly what they do! Out they go, Behemoth tossed simply away by Michael Lambert driving Dantomkia, and 17-year-old Daniel up the weapons, and now they try a carbon copy on King B. And out they go.
Cease.
Dantomkia and Pussycat through. Pussycat's done absolutely nothing to get through. And Dantomkia rests its case.
Flipping fantastic! Dantomkia and Pussycat through to the All-Star semi-final! Both robots flipped out the arena. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, it's never easy.
It's never easy.
Never easy. I had to dance for King B.
Yeah.
And Behemoth was a real wily fish to get hold of.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Dantomkia!
The All-Stars semi-final, it's Dantomkia versus Panic Attack. They did take on the House Robots last time with a little bit of help from 3 of their friends. What did you think of that?
It's a rather stupid thing to do.
Was it? Why?
Because I think somebody's going to get their vengeance on them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to run away from the house boss as they take out poor old Kim's machine.
Now, you're just going to flip them out, surely?
Yeah, it depends what the floor's like. So Killer Lot's been out there and he's had an accident, shall we say.
What is it? There's weed on the floor?
Yeah.
Oil everywhere?
Well, yeah, it's his lifeblood and he spewed it on the floor and it's all over.
So it's very slippy, the floor.
There's an ice rink out there.
How much traction you got in your wheels?
I don't think enough.
Panic Attack.
With the lifting spikes, driven by Kevin Pritchard, Jamie McGarry and Paul Wire.
Dantomkia.
As the CO2 flipper, Michael and Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby. Oh dear, stripped for action.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Growler, wanting to get out of the kennel. And Dead Metal 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Key here, Dantomkia is twice as powerful as Panic Attack, but Dantomkia has a 7-centimetre ground clearance. Panic Attack has the side skirts to prevent Dantomkia's front prongs getting in underneath to be able to use that flipper. And it's tactical and tense in this first semi-final of the All-Stars Championship, and Dantomkia getting in underneath there and flipping Panic Attack. Needs to use its spikes to self-right. Is it going to happen? Don't think so. No, you don't really want to do that unless you're going to toss him out, and that's what happened. I thought for a minute that Dantomkia were going to help Panic Attack to self-right, but they knew exactly what they were going to be doing. And Daniel Lambert flipped, and Dantomkia spins. They're through in tremendous style. Used the flipper once to overturn, and then a measured attack. They knew what they were doing. I didn't. But then they're brainier than I. And out went Panic Attack to prove that. Now, you've won. You're through to the All-Stars final. Is this necessary? Is it wise? Dead Metal, get out of the way. Dantomkia, to be honest, is a little bit ferocious, a little bit furious. Growly is supposed to be protecting your mate out there. Dantomkia is after the House Robots, who've taken a bit of a bashing tonight. Dead Metal under pressure. Growler is just about missing everything. Bless him. Runs away. Growler, you're supposed to be the fiercest thing in the Robot Wars world. And Panic Attack. Look on. A beaten machine, of course, theirs. Dantomkia has beaten them, and I think has beaten the House Robots into submission. A yellow card. A yellow card for Dantomkia. Quite right too, Refbot. The pit nudged. Go on, Refbot, get him down. Or alternatively, get out of the way.
Cease.
Looks good, Dantomkia. Looks wild.
What a battle! Chaos! Carnage in the arena! Panic Attack go out! Dantomkia, they're through to the All-Star final! That's when it got interesting. You took them all out.
What more could I do? Had time to play with.
You batted Growler.
Yeah, I know.
You batted Dead Metal.
Yeah.
Dog meat. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
You're in the All-Star final. It's either Pussycat or Cat 3. They're nothing compared to you, surely.
Don't underestimate them. They are good machines.
I know, but
Yeah.
you're going to flip them out, surely. Stop being modest, admit it.
There's a lot of luck in it.
We're going to try it. If I had to put my money down, it'd be Pussycat.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what a robot. What carnage. Let's hear it for Dantomkia.
Dantomkia, how confident are you're going to have the cat for dinner?
Pretty confident. They should fly pretty well. Yeah.
That sounds pretty difficult. He's a bouncy spinner who's going to drive all over and carve you to shreds if he gets near you.
If we can give it to the front end of Dantomkia, we have a much greater chance. If he gets to the side of us, he's going to hurt, which is why I intend to go down his throat again and just push him out the arena, flick him over the wall.
Pussycats.
The heavier of these two machines, but the slower. The machine there of Amanda and Stuart Barnwell, who's 16.
Dantomkia.
Perhaps that's the more potent weaponry, the CO2 flipper. Michael and Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Cassius Chrome. And also Mr. Psycho with the claw and the hammer.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to Robot Wars to see a lean, mean fighting machine called Dantomkia. And I don't want to see it again at close quarters. Will that be the message from this All-Stars final? You'd have to go with Dantomkia on previous form, and Dantomkia pushing Pussycat towards the arena side walls, and that's where it's so dangerous if you're a robot with a high ground clearance, and Pussycat's ground clearance is 10 centimetres. That is high, that is vulnerable, and Dantomkia doing exactly what we thought he would do here. Can they get them over and out of the arena side wall? No, and Pussycat is away. Dantomkia, don't forget, though, will have limited usage for that weaponry. High-powered CO2. But the weaponry power cannot last forever. What's happened here with Dantomkia? What has happened with Dantomkia? This whole All-Stars final has turned. They were on top, they were pressurising Pussycat, and to use a very high-tech term, they conked out. And Pussycat has Dantomkia not on the ropes, but on the very side of the pit of doom and gloom. And Pussycat here is about to win the All-Stars Championship unless Dantomkia can reignite the fickle flame of fortune robot war styling. Pussycat being pursued by Cassius Chrome and by Mr. Psycho. They remember the earlier mayhem. Cassius Chrome has Pussycat in his venomous jab. Pussycat away, trying to dodge the hammer blow of Mr. Psycho, and while all this is going on, Dantomkia is a beaten machine, and this is a stunner. Dantomkia counted out Pussycat, the All-Star champion. How unlikely was that in the opening moments of this All-Star final? This is a major surprise. Oh, says Michael Lambert. He felt that from up in the control pod. And Stuart Barnwell trying to dodge Pussycat. Oh! Mr. Psycho and Cassius Chrome bashing into each other. Did you see the glare afterwards? Mr. Psycho gave Cassius Chrome, and Mr. Psycho now is just about to trundle into and over anything. Dantomkia, I'd go down that pit if I was you. Cassius Chrome is out of it. Pussycat is out of it, having won, of course, and they jump for joy into the pit and safe, and a round of applause from the Dantomkia sporting side. Pussycat taking some late welly, but they're the winners of the All-Star Championship.
What a final. Pussycat couldn't let it